Zell Brown checking in, tapping in, man. Let's go. Man, I just stumbled on to something. I was reading the end of the Bible, the New Testament, and I just can't help but think like Titus, like tight eyes, and Philemon, like feeling, man, just stuck with me. Something about, you know what I'm saying, about different people, man. And like Genesis, I'm getting like it's all about family, you know what I'm saying? Like family hurting family, family hurting family, but family can actually love each other. Exodus is like, man, about leaving Earth, man, about going to glory. Leviticus, it's like about bad habits, man, like habits that we need to let go of. Numbers, it's like being cold, bro, and like not caring about people when you should, like, and how to care about them like that. Deuteronomy, and like it's really about like holding grudges and like people mistreating people, how to go about it. Joshua, it's about, you know what I'm saying, the future coming Messiah, man, about, you know, things getting better. Judges, it's like, it's kind of like playing the put, but like, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be held accountable for the things that we do. Like, there's no getting around that. Ruth, it's like being in a deep, dark hole and climbing your way out. You know what I'm saying? Overcome. Samuel, it's like being too caught up with worldly things and, you know, not being focused on heavenly things. Kings, it's kind of the same thing, but it's more so power hungry rather than things hungry, like money hungry. Chronicles, it's about things that we love so much that it gets in the way of our love for the Lord. Ezra, it's kind of the same as Chronicles, but like battling those addictions is like really hard. Nehemiah, it's like loving a female and like not knowing how to get over it per se. Very difficult. Esther, kind of the same thing, but it's like having a girl, but in a bad situation, but she didn't do it. Job, it's kind of like you do everything right, but you still got work to do. You know what I'm saying? Psalms about the love of self. Self-love can be detrimental if over-abused. Proverbs, Proverbs kind of like Job, but it's more like in your mind rather in your heart than in your mind. Ecclesiastes. I think that's kind of like Esther a little bit, but you know what I'm saying, it's more like in depth, like you really gonna give your life away for like 30 minutes at the most, maybe an hour or two. Somebody weird. Songs of Solomon. It's like being alone, and you know what I'm saying, being alone kind of slowing people down, but you love her, so you just gotta find a way to beat it. Isaiah, it's more like about prophets and like projections of the future. Jeremiah, it's like a reminder that, you know what I'm saying, the future is coming and you gotta know what to deal with. Lamentations. God is big on actions, but also God is big on intention. Like, what were you intending, whether it went your way or not? Like, how are you feeling in that moment? Now, these are things that we're not going to be able to hide from the Creator. These are things that are going to be in the wide open. Ezekiel. It's like after you overcome your transgressions and your addictions, how do you go forward? How do you prosper? Daniel. It's like overcoming fear and like not being afraid. Hosea. Alright, this is like all out prostitute, like, but you know what I'm saying? If you love them in the beginning, you need to love them to the end because you made that choice. That's what female or man. No discrepancies here. Joel is like, you on earth, you're doing things cool, but you just need to find yourself. Like, them J's is real tricky, y'all. Y'all be careful with them J's. The J's are very, very important letter in that name. I'm going to eat it up. Amos. So, you love others, but you're not taking care of yourself. Like, you know how to take care of yourself. Obadiah. It's like when you figure everything out, like you learn the way, but you don't know how to implement it. You don't know how to bring your projections into reality. Jonah. It's like you're really a good person. It's just when it's time to jump out there and do your job, you just be like, it's over with, and like God gon', you know, frown on that probably a little bit. Micah is about, you know what I'm saying, using your voice, using who you are to help others, man, in a positive way, do things positive. We don't want to hurt nobody. Nahum. It's kind of the same thing, but like in a negative light. Like, you don't do what you're supposed to do. Like, you ain't preaching to your people in a positive way. You kind of holding them back. Habakkuk. Habakkuk is like pointing towards like gluttony and like Haggai. This is like, you know what I'm saying? You are who you are, but like you feel or perceive that the world don't like you. In all actuality, the world wasn't supposed to like you. Zechariah. This is more about, you know what I'm saying, after you done got everything together, you got everything on the boat, what are you going to do for your future? What are you going to do for your children, your children's children? Malachi. And last but not least, how are we going to fight evil? Like, how are we going to put on their wings, put on their cape, man? You know what I'm saying? Fight for the Lord. That's just the Old Testament, y'all. New Testament coming soon. Trizelle Brown checking in, tapping in, man. Let's go.